Hi y'all! Today we're going to step back in time a little bit to the 1893 Chicago World Fair. We're going to be making their brownies recipe. For this we got some sugar, some flour, some chocolate chips, some eggs, just a wee bit of butter, some baking powder, some apricot preserves. But before we get to baking, we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so if you want to learn a new recipe every week, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Let's get to baking. Alright, so we're going to start in our double boiler, which is just a pot with water that another pot sits inside of. If you don't have this, you can use a pot with some water in it, put a glass bowl on top. Make sure that glass bowl heats up with the water as well so you don't break the glass, but makes a great improvised double boiler. And like I said, we're just going to do a wee bit of butter, about 3 cups of butter. Now we're going to start getting this butter melted. Alright, so while our butter is melting, I'm going to use my stand mixer. You don't have to. I got a 1.5 cups of flour. We're also going to take a 1.5 cups of our sugar and a tablespoon of our baking powder. I'm just going to go ahead, give this a quick whisk together. Now we're going to move back over to our double boiler and check on our butter. Alright, so our butter is getting pretty well melted. Now we're going to take 4 cups of semi-sweet chocolate and dump that into our butter. Then we're going to start taking, and we're going to get this all melted and incorporated together. Until we get a smooth, buttery chocolate mixture. Alright, once this is melted into one nice chocolatey liquid mixture, turn off the heat. We're going to go ahead, grab this, and take it over to our dry ingredients. Alright, once we're over here, go ahead and just pour this in. Alright, I'm going to throw my paddle on. Lock it in. We're going to start getting this until it's a well blended batter. While that's starting to go, we drop in 5 eggs. Alright, once that's well blended, now we need our baking sheet. Alright, so we've gone ahead, lightly greased a big, I'm using I don't even know. I got an 11 by 13, went ahead, greased it just lightly. Now we're going to drop our batter right into this thing. Now we have chopped walnut pieces. Now the recipe calls for about 4 cups. I don't know if I'm going to go with 4 cups. I may honestly call it at 2 cups of walnuts. Now we're going to bake this at 350 degrees for about 40 minutes until the edges become crisp. That's all. If you stick a toothpick in it, it should still be gooey. So about 40 minutes at 350, I'll bring you back. Alright y'all, after about 45 minutes, mine is at a good stage. We've gone ahead, pulled it off. We're going to let this start cooling, and while this is cooling, we need to move over to our stove. Alright, so we're going to take a very small saucepan. We're going to take 2 tablespoons of water and 2 tablespoons of our apricot preserve. Maybe. Now we're going to get some heat going on this, and we want to bring this up to a boil. Stir regularly to help dissolve that those apricot preserves. Alright, after this comes up to a boil, we're just going to let it boil for about a minute. And then after a minute, go ahead, cut that heat, and we're going to move over to our brownies. We're just going to go ahead, take a pastry brush. Start brushing on this glaze. Until the glaze is equally and completely spread out. Alright, next thing we can do, we're going to go ahead, pop this in the fridge for about 3 to 4 hours. At that point, I will bring you back. Hi y'all, and there we have it. It's been in the fridge for a few hours. It's more than set up. Just go ahead, cut it into whatever size pieces you would like. If you've ever wondered what the OG brownie recipe is, here it is. But if you like this video, go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button down below. There's a video over here that YouTube thinks you should watch. And until next time, keep on cooking on.